This is Corrie Ten Boom. She and her family sheltered Jewish people who were trying to escape from the Nazis. And eventually they were captured and sent off to a concentration camp. Corrie survived. Made it all the way through to the end of the war, was released, and later shared her story, her testimony of what she had gone through, the things that she had experienced, and how her faith helped her walk through that. Because she was a Christian, she chose to forgive those who had been her captors, those who had imprisoned her family. She said she was in Germany one time giving a presentation. At the end of one of those presentations, there was a man in the back. She recognized him as one of the guards who had supervised her and her sister at the Ravensbrück concentration camp. All the memories came flooding back to her. This man came up to her and he said, "I wanted to let you know that I've become a Christian, that I've repented of those things, and I've asked God for his forgiveness. And I wanted to ask you for your forgiveness. Will you forgive me?" She said she didn't feel like it. She wasn't sure if she should reach out and take his hand, but she knew at the same time that that's what God would want her to do. She said as she reached out her hand, when her hand touched his, is when the feeling came. And she said, "Yes, I forgive you with all my heart." That wasn't the end of the story, though, because Satan would love to prevent forgiveness. After she had declared forgiveness to this person who had come up and asked for her forgiveness, she had about 2 weeks of nights where she would wake up in the middle of the night with flashbacks of all the things that she had gone through. She prayed to God for help, and she went to a pastor and asked him for some guidance. And the pastor, after listening to her, said, in the church, there's a bell tower. And that bell tower has a bell at the top, and there's a rope that comes down. And when somebody pulls on the rope, the bell swings back and forth and it rings out. And even after you stop pulling the rope, it takes a while for the bell to slow down and stop ringing. When we forgive, we're letting go of the rope. But it may take some time before the bell stops swinging and stops sounding. And she said that's what she found to be true. That there was a few more sleepless nights when that bell was still ringing. But her part of holding on to those old grievances was no longer active. The devil would love to prevent forgiveness. And that's why forgiveness is one of the best ways to defeat him. Forgiveness is spiritual warfare.